3. Oh, I see. Who has speed res of chat? All right, 42 HP, 57 attack, 32 speed plus speed, 20 defense, 37 res. The thing is, it's so silly, right? Because Julia is a capable one-shotter in this game. Now, is she capable of one-shotting everybody? No. But she's capable of one-shotting plenty of heroes. But you're trying to make her a doubler instead. It does work. The thing is, it does work. Right, Virtuous Naga. Inflicting Strike foes, attack plus 3. Start combat if units attack, so foes attack res plus 6. Jacks up her 2 best stats. Glacies, it's a bit iffy. Swift's Impact, plus 7 speed, plus 10 res. Light and Dark, minus 2 to all stats on your opponent, and they can't rally them, can't buff themselves. Speed res though adds another 5, and there's another 6 here. So 6 plus 5, 11, plus 2, 13, and they can't buff. Plus 7, 20 extra speed. As I was saying, this kind of works. And the crazy thing was Swift Impact, right? And Light and Dark. And Virtuous Naga, that is 6 plus 10, 16, 18, 23, 60 res. Against dragons, you're still smashing them, even if they can counterattack and survive. Against other mages, you're doing really, really well again. Yeah, it's really, really good. It's just, it's so overboard, man. I wouldn't do this. If you have flowers and whatnot, I would just go for a Swiss Sparrow instead. Sacrifice 2 speed for attack. And around 50-something speed is pretty good. Remember, your opponent can't buff themselves, so this actually goes a long way. It's a goofy build, but it definitely works. And of course, Impact allows you to only take 1 hit, which stretches out her bulk. With Light and Dark, and yeah, just Light and Dark by itself. Her defense is at least 22, 42, she can take a hit. So yeah, Swift Impact is actually really good on her. I'm surprised he did this because it's so expensive, right? She comes with Mirror Impact, which is really good. And attack Rezoth. But yeah, Speed Rezo, Speed Julia kind of works.
Since she's no longer a good user of attack defense unity, Fortress Defense Res makes more sense. Why? Because units penalties during combat get wiped, so unity doesn't work. So she gets attack speed defense res plus 4 and defense res plus 4 during combat as well. So in totality, 40 defense, 44 res turns into 44 defense, 44, 48, 54 defense. That's really high. Your res is from 4d4 to 52. That is so good. 52 res with 8 plus 6, 54. Wait, that's 54, 54. 54 res, 54 defense. That's really good. Your speed is looking like 6 plus 4, 10, 45. It's not great, but it's enough to use null fall against the slow heroes. And your attack isn't bad at plus 4, 55. It's not great. And it is now a valid Ice Mirror user because you have like mid-50s in defense and res. So your opponent attacks you. Wait a second. Shouldn't you be using Shield Pulse if you want to use Ice Mirror correctly? Okay, so your opponent attacks you -1, you attack -1. And if you're lucky, you get to attack again. If you're unlucky, you get attacked twice. Ice Mirror is weird. I don't know, man. If you gave her flowers, this would work better. I would still probably run QR, to be honest. If you're going plus attack, I would still run QR. And I would run... Ice Mirror doesn't really work unless you go Shield Pulse. If it's immediate, it works really well. If it's not, it doesn't really work. But I would give her QR. Yeah. You didn't even learn attack defense unity. You have a plus 10 Fjorm not learning attack defense unity. Nowadays, for once, that's the right decision. Yeah, I would say consider Shield Pulse, consider QR. Nullfall absolutely works. It's just, for the general play with Ice Mirror, it doesn't really work that well. If you can get her enough speed for her to consistently double, then you should try like a B skill like Moonbow or something. Or Iceberg or something. Well, if you could do QR Iceberg, that's what I would do, but she might be too fast for that nowadays. Probably Moonbow, I would say. It's just so hard to use Ice Mirror correctly if it's not ready immediately. Pulse Smoke is really expensive. She never misses her smite, always 2 spaces. Wait. She has always been a perfect smite bot for AR. I like her. Oh, I see. Typical. Anyways, let's see. What else did you guys say? Don't know if you did mine either. Whale for a Pepica. Full sandwiches. Did I? Alright, I will say Pulse Smoke is great and all, but if you could... I don't know. I don't know if you would think it's worth committing to her like that. You are at plus 10. Maybe Times Pulse. Pulse Smoke seems really overkill. Times Pulse into like instant Ruptured Sky or something might be interesting. I don't know, it's up to you. Or you can do like Blue Flame with her quicker. I don't know, it's up to you. It's so hard to build Fjorm correctly nowadays. Ideally you use attack defense unity, but she doesn't use it well, so yeah. Fortress defense res isn't bad. It's hard, man. I don't know. Are you serious about this? Sure. Dragon Wall, speed res Rain, speed res Solo, +4, +10, plus res Robin. Yeah, she does everything. She's a good dive bomber and a good Dragon Waller. Can you ever imagine a hero that does both really well? Well, Grima does it really well. And again, it's because +4, +6 to all stats, and then -4 res, +4 speed, essentially to yourself, and then 6 and 6 here. So her res is looking at 6, 4, 10, 16 extra res, 48 res. You drop the res by 4, so it's acting as 52 res. 52 res Grima is really strong. That's a really good Dragon Wall. And of course, she still hits really hard at 62, 66. 66 per shot, yeah. 28 defense, 30 res. Always go for plus speed on both Claudes. Wind Parthia is really good. Slaying, also, if units within 2 spaces of allies or initiating combat, attack speed defense res +5 during combat, and if unit also deals damage to foe using special, restores 50% of units' maximum HP. Why do you want to go for plus speed? Because 1 cooldown, you attack, he attacks, heals. And you attack, he attacks, heals. Like if it's all double, for example. Or as long as he just doubles is the point. So always go for plus speed. Also, the extra hit makes more difference than him just having slightly more attack. Pulse 4 is always good, Mystic Boost is always good, Pulse Smoke is always good, Out Shield is always good. I will say Pulse Smoke to take it with their specials, because as long as Claude doesn't die in the same battle, he usually wins it. As long as he gets the double back anyways. But 49 speed turning to 54 is pushing him to his limits. Mystic Boost is a bit overkill in terms of healing because you already heal up 50% of your HP. I would say if you can afford it, a Trace skill. Yeah. If you're worried about survivability, attack speed, attack defense, something to give you a bit more hit damage is probably more useful. Now, you are doing instant Ruptured Sky. They hit you Ruptured Sky and you attack back. So that's probably a lot. Gives you a good chance of one shot. Or you attack, they attack, and then you Ruptured Sky. That's really strong still. Close Foil means you have 60 attack, and it also means you have 65 if they can trigger Close Foil anyways. And your defense is 5 + 5, 38. And then Mystic Boost heals when Parthia heals. Mystic Boost healing after the battle also helps you against dragons and, well, dragons don't really care. 38, 30, it's basically the same. And also healers. Yeah, that's it. So the only thing I could possibly change is Out Shield, always use it. Pulse Smoke, maybe attack speed Rain. He comes with it, but if you find yourself fighting a lot and there's no specials involved, then don't worry about Pulse Smoke. But Pulse Smoke's generally the safest option on him. Close Foil is good, but I think you need a bit more speed. So if you can afford it, I would rather give up the Mystic Boost for a trace of either attack speed or attack defense. But that's up to you. Outside of that, it's hard to really build Claude on. As long as you use Wind Parthia and use Out Shield and one cooldown special, you're golden. And this is a really good Jhin. 40 + 2, Granny. 41 HP, 54 attack, 46 speed. Always go for plus speed for Professor Tex's maximum effectiveness. 25 defense, 22 res. Professor Tex triggers if you can outspeed your opponent, and it also adds slaying, attack speed, defense, res +5 really easily. Sublime Heaven is really nice because it's immediate. 1 cooldown, Times Pulse. Never remove Times Pulse, never remove Sublime Heaven, never remove Professor Text. Attack speed solo 4 with Wind Sweep, with defense res solo. Interesting. I would do double attack speed solo. Byleth survives one battle, absolutely. But more attack and more speed helps your Professorial Text and helps your Sublime Heaven, which is based on your unit's attack. I do get the idea of defense wrestle, but if you win the battle straight up, say for example, you're fighting a dragon, right? Dragons target lower defense res. Defense wrestle looks so good until you realize, hey, you're gonna kill him one shot with Sublime Heaven. Say you're targeting another mage, right? You're probably gonna still one-shot them because you hit so hard with attack speed solo, Professorial Text adding damage. I would say this is kind of unnecessary. You usually should just be completely offensive. But yeah, if you're more intent on surviving, defense wrestle. Otherwise, I do double attack speed solo. But yeah, that way, attack speed solo with Professorial Text, 12 extra attack. 66, 12 extra speed, 58, 6 plus 5, 11, 36 defense, and 33 res. Your defense and res isn't crazy, so I would double down on making him like a really good one-shot hero. But it's up to you. It's fine. Alistair, 40% plus. Oh, congratulations, dude. Yeah, I got nothing to say. Hey, chat, do you know this hero can get so ridiculous? You want to know? You guys want to know one of the ridiculous Leaf builds? Attack, defense, solo seal with attack, defense, solo in your A slot. Why? He actually has some defense. If you do attack, defense, solo, that is 13 extra defense. You get yourself to 48 defense. And if you can't kill Leif, he's going to smash you because on initiation, this guy does so much damage. In this case, 57, 65, 71, 77 damage per shot. 2 shots of that, you're pretty dead. If you're in control, he actually gets impact too, which is insane. Anyways, this hero is really good. But yeah, always go for plus attack. Death Blow is really good, but since you're doing attack defense solo, consider attack defense solo 4. If you do that, he's actually one of the most annoying heroes to deal with. This catches people off guard a lot. Mages struggle to one-shot him too, by the way, because his res is 33, and once you hit him, he attacks you back twice, and very few mages have the physical bulk to take 2 Meisterbogen shots. Yeah, fantastic hero. Consider doubling up on him. What is this here? Oh my god. All right, one sec. Chat, yesterday, this is the example we were missing. We talked about the possibility of using Dive Bomb Robin. Legendary Grima can do Dive Bomb. Look at this, 40 plus 1, 5 flowers, still 5 flowers available, plus speed, 40 speed. You might look at this like, Nims, Dive Bomb of this? You're joking me. No, I'm not joking. Look at this, Expiration, plus 4 to all stats. Dragon Skin, plus 6 to all stats. Speed res rain, minus 4 to speed and res of enemy unit. Attack speed solo, attack speed plus 6. How much extra speed is that, chat? Well, that's 4, that's 6. That's essentially 4 because you dropped their speed by 4. And then you add another 6 here. 60 speed. This hero can actually do Dive Bomb. 60 speed Dive Bomb at just 40 plus 1. It's insane. Grima can do everything now. She has the stats of Winter Sothis, but she's a dragon and she flies and she's not afraid of arrows or your buffs. Or your specials because she has guard. This hero's ridiculous now. With that said, your attack is really good because, again, plus 4 plus 6 plus 4 plus 6 plus 4. Your attack is 69 attack, 60 speed. Your defense is 51, and your res is 36. This hero is ridiculous.
Eddie, King Unification Claude. God, I'm so glad I have the full screen. Chat, do you realize, like, on a normal screen, it stops here? Like, it stops here, and it stops here. You don't get to see all the cool little things. Like, Fail Not is such a cool looking bow, but you don't get to see like the really nice gritty parts of it until you zoom in, or the back of the arrow. I'm so glad I have this game like full screen. Oh. Listen here, you little bumholes. I know Wind Sweep is really good. I get it. I get it. But 2 in a row? 2 in a row. Don't you guys have better things to do than to try and Wind Sweep everything? Come on. Alright, this is a very good plus 10 Claude. Deadeye is perfect, of course. So that's how idea is you attack, and Wind Sweep, they can't attack, and then you Deadeye them, and then they explode. Very good. But you gave up all his defensive pressure by going in with Wind Sweep. By not worrying... Look, when we did the Claude video and we were talking about potential Claude builds, we were like, not fall up in the weapon? Wind Sweep would work. But then we're like, but then again, why would you Wind Sweep? Because, Fawn Star. 80% damage reduction? Gravity? This is much more scary to deal with. And a much more unique and better skill overall. And of course, it doesn't cost you like 20,000 feathers or Joshua, right? Presuming you kill Joshua. And this gives you defensive pressure to allow you to stay in the battle afterwards. And fight the next hero that approaches you. Without that, you're just fighting them straight up. And if you're fighting them straight up, Wind Sweep's doing nothing. On counterattacks anyways. And you're just relying on the extra stats. Still, it works really well. It just makes Claude a more generic archer rather than the more complete archer that he's known for with Fallen Star. Oh yeah, if they have Null Sleeve Disrupt, it doesn't even work. That's the problem. So yeah, I would personally not bother Wind Sweep. His base build is just too good to replace. The only thing you gotta consider is whether you go for Sturdy Blow or Sturdy Blow or Steady Blow. Oh, sorry, steady impact. Steady impact or steady impact? What is wrong with me today? That's all I gotta decide, because if they have an auto double, your nullification catches it. But if they outspeed you, you need the blow to catch it. You need impact skill to catch it. That's all you would really decide it for, I would say. Other than that, it's perfect. Plus speed is great. Attack speed catch is hard to argue with. Speed defense range, of course, keep that. And then heavy blade into fast Deadeye is very scary. But yeah, it's a very, very good Claude. It's just I wouldn't do wind sweep. It works. It's unique. Unique enough. You know, most flyers can't do something like this outside of dual Byleth. Okay, so two very popular, very strong, frequently seen flyers would do this, could do this. But I would suggest for Byleth, but not Claude, because Fallen Star is too good. Anyways, yeah, it makes him into a one-trick pony, essentially. The other thing that people, like, discount a lot... Have you guys ever baited a Claude? Oh, sorry. We're on the wrong scale. Have you guys ever baited a Claude? You know what kills me every time? I might survive the Claude battle. I might even be able to hit him again. You know? I might survive the Claude battle. I might even be able to hit him again. What causes me to lose is the gravity function. Because now I can't move in to hit him again, right? So one hero moves, both heroes can only move one space. I move in, I attack. Fallen Star triggers. I break Fallen Star. Great. Now I can kill him. But the second hero can't move to engage because they've been gravitied. So it's the gravity that makes him scary to deal with. It's a combination of everything, but the gravity is the secret sauce that makes him really annoying.
Ping pong. Valiant Songstress Azura, 4+3+10. Are you Sigma Sensei's best friend? Are you two friends? You two should get to know each other. Considering you both joined the crazy club of let's make, for whatever reason, offensive Azuras. You know she's getting her refined soon, right? Like this is dumb. Alright, 40+3+10, 39 HP, 51 attack, 43 speed, 23 defense, 30 res, spooky sensor, gray waves, ruptured sky, attack speed, catch, chill speed, joint own speed with blade session. Spooky sensor is just a fury tome, but you're not setting up into anything, so it's for survivability maybe? But you're gonna lose. I don't know what the point of this is. You're gonna lose anyways because it's just 42, 62. I guess res-wise you'll be safe, but defensively with some of the heroes you fight nowadays, it's really rough. So against player heroes, which would I presume be +10 as well. Anyways, if you initiate blade session and attack speed catch can both trigger. So if penalty is active on foe, you don't generate penalties. You're gonna have to pray for chill speed to trigger. I don't like that at all. So chances are just attack speed +7, attack speed +10, 10 extra attack, 10 extra speed. Joint health speed gives you 5 more, so 18. So you hit 61 speed, and you have 61 attack, and then you attack, they attack, you attack into Ruptured Sky, and hopefully that gets the kill. I don't know, man. I would still rather run Wings of Mercy or something, just so she can, or Aerobatics, which she comes with. Is it Aerobatics that she comes with? Congratulations on a 40+10 +7 Ninja Yari Fjorm, because that's definitely what she needed. That's sarcasm. 45 HP, 48 attack, 40 speed, 31 defense, 35 res. Wow, Yari hurting her defense and res still makes it fairly respectable, but okay, let's see what this actually does. Wouldn't a base Navarre do better than Fjorm? Even have +10 at this build? Alright, Gale Force, Slash and Blade 4, Close Call, Attack Speed Menace, and Attack Speed Solo, so +6/+6. 46, 54, which isn't great, but if the Attack Speed Menace triggers, you have 52. If it's against the target you're fighting, 58 speed effectively. And if that's the case, then Flash and Blade 4 definitely triggers. Likewise, your attack goes up by 6, so it's 54 attack, 60 attack. So 60 times 4, hopefully. And each shot does 5 extra damage, so 65, 65, 65, 65. And hopefully that gets to, so you attack, -4 cooldown, they attack, you attack. Close call triggers to reduce damage, and you got Gale Force now is the hope. The good damage output though, because 5 true damage up to 4 times. The problem is if attack speed menace doesn't help you by dropping their speed, you only got additional 12 speed, which only takes you to 52 speed. So it's really pushing her to her limits. I think all the dragonflies would be necessary to even like have this have a chance of working. You really need to buff her for speed some other way as well in combat speed, because otherwise she's being pushed to her limits. So the target that you drop attack speed menace on, I wouldn't be worried about. It's the other targets, right? Because say you do drop menace on them, you do trigger Gale Force. Now what? Because if you're only at 52 speed, you're probably not quadding another unit. Anyways, close call is nice as well because you can just use her attack and retreat. So it's not the worst. You don't have to continue pushing into another target, but still. It's an interesting Fjorm. I wouldn't recommend this, and it's interesting, and I wouldn't recommend this. But this, I didn't even think anyone would do this, but yeah, super premium Fjorm. Congrats. You said ×4. If it's ×4, that means she's outspeeding. Yes? No, I'm saying like the second battle I'm worried about. The second battle I'm worried about, because you would just be doing 65 × 2. Oh, wait, it'd be 60 × 2. You're right, you're right. The second battle is what I'm worried about. She probably wouldn't.
So you put 3 dragon heroes next to her, she gets +9 to all stats. Alright, so +9 + 5 is 14. 14 extra stats takes you to a grand total of 42. This barely works. 42. So if you have some hero buffing for Naga, it might work, but barely. I don't suggest this. It kind of works. And of course, Blue Flame makes sense. They're gonna have a bunch of heroes next to her for the Dragon Wall. It barely works. There's so much setup. There's so much that could go wrong, but it barely works. So I'll give you that much. Additionally, 14 extra speed takes you to 53. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. That's enough speed. Again, I think you need to be buffed to make this work. Sometimes Naga is the bonus hero, so maybe those extra stats make it work, guaranteed. But it's on the cusp of working. I would not suggest this, but you've already done it, so let me know how it goes, funny kid. I don't know why I like this unit, but I do.